fun. No, let's calm down and be serious. It's not going to be serious. Now, tonight, I want you to ask me anything, boys, that you want to know about makeup, about brands, things you should try. And don't be shy. This is a safe space. Nobody's watching. Only about 10,000 people a week. So you are safe. No one will be judging. And if you want to post a picture of yourself naked, the email is la.voix@bbc.co.uk. So let's start. Now, today, for this, I have scoured all of the top West End department stores to find the best men's makeup going. They were all closed due to the pandemic, so I've gone to Boots in Berkhamsted, and that's what you're getting tonight. But you know what? During these times, in all seriousness, your local chemist, if you've got a decent pharmacy, I don't mean that just sells medication. There is a lot of nice pharmacies that sell all sorts of really, really exciting brands. I don't know if you've got one of those near you, but if you find one of my favourite pharmacies is on Wigmore Street. The big, I want to say Croydon and Bell, if that's the name. If you're in London, that is amazing, amazing pharmacy. For some skincare brands you won't find in department stores. And these pharmacies are worth checking out. You'll find brands like La Roche-Posay, CeraVe, loads and loads of different brands, and it's really worth. Don't think because you're in a pharmacy it's not good skincare, because obviously a pharmacist, they have people that go in with atopic skin, with eczema, with psoriasis, so you can get really good skincare in a pharmacy that isn't necessarily for medical conditions. So don't feel, boys, you have to go to a big beauty hall where it's all girly, girly, girly. Really quick thing, most of my things today I'm going to show you are from Boots and Superdrug, and then I'm going to go a bit higher end to your boutique stores, your Selfridges, your Harrods, your Harvey Nicks, and I'm going to end on some really luxe stuff that is your Space NKs, really is your Harvey Nicks, John Lewis sort of brands, but you really don't need to spend that much. It depends how bougie you like to be with your skincare and your makeup. So at the beginning, if you think this is all going to be a bit Boots and Superdruggy, stick with me and I'll show you some higher end brands too. But remember, a lot of these higher end brands, your L'Oreal, make massive, massive expensive brands as well as brands that go into the Superdrug and your Boots. So don't think just because you're buying something from Boots that's L'Oreal, that's Max Factor, that's Rimmel, that it's necessarily cheaper. If it's under a big umbrella like L'Oreal, they've got the money to put into the testing, the packaging, the hypoallergenic side of things. And they will do that for everything. And then some packages will go off to Chanel, some will go to Boots, and it'll all be the components will be cheaper. You're paying less because you might get less product. You might get slightly less ingredients added in. You might get a cheaper component, a cheaper actual packaging that goes in. When you go to Chanel, you'll pay for the box, the shrink wrap, the beautiful packaging. It'll be more weighted. You're paying for things that really aren't necessarily inside the product. So just bear that in mind. And if you want to know what brands L'Oreal do and what brands are included in that, just Google L'Oreal brand and it will list. Did you know Benefit Cosmetics is exactly the same house as Louis Vuitton? So the Louis Vuitton cosmetics, and it's Louis Vuitton, Moet and Chandon, and the Hennessy brandy that's all the same group. So you might think, oh, it's all gimmicky Benefit. It's made in the same factory as Moet and Chandon. So sometimes do a little bit of those research, and you'll just get to know what money they've got to go in. So let's just start. I want to start off with, I'm not going to touch on skincare because I want to do a separate day on that, darling, because I'm obsessed with my skincare, with my vitamin C and hyaluronic acid and all that stuff you all heard about. But when I was in Boots, you know when you're on the phone and you're like wandering the aisles, and of course in these times, the only place you can go to is pharmacies and supermarkets. So yes, I was non-essential shopping in Boots, hands up, find me, don't. And I was on the phone to my friend Lisa, and I was chatting like this, and I was running up and down the aisles. And you know when you're not really aware of what you're staring at because you're on the phone, but you're on that, and I was like this, and I was looking, and I realised for about 10 minutes I'd been staring at condoms and lubricant in Boots, and I was like, you know when you suddenly realise, and then someone was like, do you need any help? I was like, no, I'm fine, I'm just browsing. And then I was like, oh God, move on. That was so embarrassing. But I'm all a fan of, I know this is backwards for you guys. This is the Pure Charcoal Purifying Clay Mask from L'Oreal. 50ml. It's one of those really good. It removes dirt and excess oil. So I just wanted to touch on this. If you're new to wearing makeup, you do need to cleanse. And you might want to do a mask once a week. This, where's my little notepad? I made notes for you all. Look, it matches my dress. This, darlings, is £4 and it's normally £6.99 in Boots. It's on offer at the minute. It's a really good size and it's a really good brand. Black charcoal mask, deep cleanse, removes dirt, excess oil. So when you're starting to wear makeup, shove one of these in. £4. There is loads and loads of bargains in Boots at the minute because all the stores are struggling. So they're reducing their prices. When MAC was selling things, if you went in store, whatever you bought, you got a free lipstick rather than buying online. They're trying to stop everyone. Well, not stop everyone buying online, but they're trying to get the footfall back in their stores. So when the shops reopen again, check out those bargains. You might want to go in-store if you're near a MAC, then buy online if you feel safe. So let's touch on one more thing about skincare while you're in a pharmacy. Vitamin D, D3, not B3, D3. This is great for your skin, and obviously it's what the vitamin we get from the sun. So we're not going out as much. We're all staying indoors. It's the winter. We certainly haven't travelled in the last 12 months as much. So grab a little bit of vitamin D. This is 1000 IU. What does that mean? Who knows? But that's what they recommended me to start on because I've never taken it before. One a day helps just get your skin quality back up with the lack of sun. And also, there has been a lot of research, and the pharmacist told me that this can help with the, if you get COVID and the not prevention of COVID, but to get your system, with getting your immune system up ready in case, God forbid, you get infected. Vitamin D3, 1000. It goes up 2000, whatever, but they're really, really, really good. Cleared up some of my little bits of eczema and dry skin I get. Oh, gross. Who needs to know about that? It's glamorous, glamorous. So, first thing, you might all have heard of pore minimizers and things like that are just going to smooth out your skin. And I often really didn't like these. I thought that I take it from my psoriasis, vitamin D3. Perfect. Yeah, it's all designed for those things. So if you're just feeling like your skin is looking a bit wintry and you've got any atopic flare-ups on your hands, eczema from the hand sanitizer, little one a day, vitamin D3, amazing. Not B3, which I thought it was. Pore minimizers, so those pasty things that sometimes feel a bit silicone-y that you put on to try and smooth out your pores. These work brilliantly if you have slightly open pores through here, guys, around here, especially when you shave up in this area. You might have more texture to your skin in this area here or just through the nose. I cannot recommend this enough. I've been trying it for the last couple of weeks. It's by Trini from Trini and Susanna. This is what it looks like. Comes in a little stackable pot. Hello, Helen Hopton. Helen, I posted your CD today. And it looks like this. Now, it is a no-colour balm. It's absolutely see-through. So you take a little bit and it's no colour. You see that just disappears. And what you do is you pat this all through this area of your face here. It's mattifying. So if you're prone to getting shine or oily, it's going to mattify. And it just fills in those pores and it makes the skin feel great. But I've had no breakouts, no irritation to it. I was a bit worried that you were filling the pores, but it's not. And it's wonderful. Now, it's a little bit pricey, if I'm not wrong. Don't judge me on this. It's £26, so it's a little bit pricey for that little pot. And it's called Miracle Blur, Trini Miracle Blur. But if you've got any overshininess or open pores, this is your fix. You might not need anything else, guys. If that's as far as you want to go with makeup, you will love it. I wore it the other week. Someone was saying, oh, your skin looks really smooth. Have you got something on? Have you got something on? I was like, no, not at all. It was this. A beautiful base. Think of it as a primer before you put anything on top. And if you just want to wear that, it's amazing. Great for shiny, oily skin. Miracle Blur, Trini. All these will be on the YouTube video. This video will go on YouTube and all the products will be listed on there if you forget. Right, so now we're going to move on to tinted moisturisers, bases. We're not going to really touch on foundation. I don't think there's many guys out there that want to look like they're wearing makeup. None of these products I'm showing you tonight will make you look like you're wearing a scrap, boys and girls. Remember, all these things I'm saying apply to girls, but boys, it's your night tonight. Would you recommend Pore Prime by Benefit? Julie, I haven't tried Pore Prime by Benefit, but I know exactly the one you mean. Just want to check the amount of silicone it's got in it. I'm not really a fan of covering that on a daily basis. If it's got a lot of silicone in, and you'll know because it gives you that fake slip. This has that fake slip, but it hasn't given me any breakouts, and I've used it for a few weeks. And that shows how long it lasts, guys. I haven't touched the bottom. So I would say that one's fine. If you're a bit unsure, just use it for special occasions. If you're going out, then use it if it's a bit silicone based, then you won't have any problems. If you find you're getting little whiteheads or little spots on your nose around here, that's the silicone that's blocking your pores. As long as you're cleansing, you're not good. Now, a few of you have been mentioning war paint. I just want to give you a touch up about war paint. I've been trying to get some war paint ordered in time, and it hasn't arrived. So I'm going to do another one of these, and I'm going to touch on war paint. There'll probably be more than one session on men's makeup. So at the minute, I haven't tried war paint to know, but if you're a guy out there who hasn't seen war paint everywhere, their social media is phenomenal. And of course, it's Jake Crickender with his top off and all these muscly boys going, right, this is a routine, right? What I do is I just put this under my eyes and I look like this. And they're ripped and tatted and they look hot. Hate to say it, boys, but a little bit of under eye concealer, you're not going to look like that. So don't be fooled by they're hot, I want to look like that. Just have a little bit of research into the products. Another one that kept popping up that did arrive in time was this brand, Altr. I was saying ART on the video before. Altr for men, okay? This little brand, you might have seen it pop up on your face. I know this is backwards. Should I do my little mirror trick? If you want to see, hang on, how did I do that before? There you go. That's what it is, ALTR, Altr. Now, I've seen this a lot on Facebook, a lot on social media. Again, the hot guys, the ripped guys, they're topless, they're muscly going, right, look how beautiful I look, and I just look like this, and they're all like chisels, you know, they've had like a facelift, do you know what I mean? They're about 14, do you know what I mean? You're like, oh, piss off. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to say that. And, I just thought what you said, Lorraine. I got plenty of war paint on here. I wore war paint for years. Now, okay, I'm going to be honest about this. I think this is terrible. And it feels really cheap, and it wasn't really that cheap. I bought this. I'm not sponsored by any brands. I'm not sponsored by tonight. I get all these things off my own back. So they do loads of combo kits, Altr, like sponges and brushes and powders and all that stuff. And it's really quite a good price point. So if you're new to makeup and you want to try things out, go for it. Try it. Don't take my opinion for it on any of this stuff. You might really like it. And when I say it's terrible, it's not all terrible, but I'm going to tell you the pros and the cons. This is Blemish Balm, and this is $14.99. And this is called Half and Half, and it's $19.99. Not the cheapest. There's 3 shades in each, light, medium, and dark. So if you're a black skin or an Arabic skin or an Asian skin, they're really not tailoring to that at all, guys. So any of my boys of colour that are watching, sorry, it's not for you. Should be abysmal. And I will get into other brands that have right down to black skin, right up to the palest Caucasian skin. So don't go anywhere. So this is Blemish Balm, and it's meant to be a tinted moisturiser, even skin tone, covers redness, natural finish. I got bronze. I wanted to get the darkest colour to know how dark they go. And I'm sorry, but it's pink. It's pink. That's the colour. There, can you see how peachy pinky? That's described as bronze. Now, it's very light. Can you see that? I'm sorry, when has anyone been that bronze? And I just felt like it made me look pink. No one is pink. It's like Estee Lauder 1986, you know what I mean? Everyone was pink in Estee Lauder. It's changed now. I'm wiping off because I put so much on. And it didn't give me any coverage at all. I felt like it made me look pink. I spent rubbing it in to try and get rid of the pinkness, and by the time I'd rubbed it in, it had gone. So this really is getting a nah, 0. Don't try that. This, however, isn't that bad at all. So it's called Half and Half. I don't want to spend too long on things that I'm not really recommending because that's slightly pointless. But I just want to show you that I'm not... I can't open it! Don't put nails on and then try and open a tin. That's why it's made for men, you see. Here we go. Right, so it's Half and Half. So it's meant to be half bronze, half medium, but again, can you see? So one is really creamy for your under eye, and one is a bit thicker for blemishes and spots. This, as a product, the concealer in it is great. It's really, 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 really great. Great for under the eyes, great for the face. It's $19.99. It's going to last you forever. The pigment in this is great, but look at the tin, right? Look at this inside. It's like a little plastic thing. It's like, it's really cheap. The components are cheap. So, but to be fair, it's a small brand. They may not have much money to splash out on expensive components. Doesn't mean this product in here isn't really great. So the concealer from Altr, I think is great. So if all you're concerned about is under eyes and you want good coverage, this is good. And if you want under the side, in the gym, look at that for a tin in the gym. It doesn't look like makeup, it looks like a Vaseline. You can take this out when you've done your workout. If you're red, you could sweep some of the face one through the cheek area here, down the nose, anywhere you've got red, under the eyes, you're done. In your gym bag, that goes. So that from Altr for $19.99 will last you ages, and I think it's great. This, save your money. Don't buy that. Altr is only available online. I haven't seen it in any stores or anything. They do a beard and brow. A beard and brow tamer. Haven't tried it. If you've got a beard and seriously, if you've got eyebrows, I hope you have, then you might want to try that one as well. So let me move on to other tinted moisturisers. In Boots, guys, there is some great products in Boots. Great products for men. When I was looking, I wanted to try some products that looked most masculine packaging. I skirted the aisles. I didn't want things that were gold, that were pink, that were red, that were flowery, that were like, woo, I'm a girl. I was looking at the packaging and think, would a man mind pulling this out in the gym, in the office toilets, at home, in the bathroom, if the friends go around? You don't want something like, woo, like, you know, luscious lips, lip balm and woo, woo, you know, petals and paint, face polish. No. So I've picked up this City Lights by No7 and Hydra Luminous by No7. This range, Hydra Luminous by, where are we? Hydra Luminous by No7. It's amazing. They do this and they also do a under eye concealer. Guys, this is brilliant. It's in Boots, it's No7. It's called no, it's not called. It's called Hydra Luminous. Okay, they're both £11.20. Is that right? Yes. And there were £14, and basically they're both reduced. So they're both £11, and they were both, one was like 14 and one was like £16 originally. So they're both 11 quid. Grab them if you're in a Boots, if you're getting a prescription or anything, if you're going out especially, grab them. This is an Aqua Release Skin Perfector. It's a tinted moisturiser. It's going to take rid of redness. It's going to hydrate. The coverage is great. It doesn't look like makeup. This is medium, and guys, it comes in 8 shades. 8. So guys, and do you know what's great about Boots? It has a colour code from ivory to whatever. So you'll look and you'll know roughly what you are. You can't open them and test them, unfortunately, but you'll have a better idea than your Max Factors, your Rimmels that have no colour charts. Look, this is medium, and look at that. That's what you want. It's not pink. Let me just put that other Altr one next to you to see the difference of what a skin tone is and what a skin tone isn't. Look. Thank you. Thank you, Boots No7. It's Boots No7. Boots No7 are really churning out some beautiful beauty products. Look at that. Tinted moisturiser. So, if you want to give yourself a natural bit of colour, get rid of any redness, it's got a radiance to it. Look how much that looks like skin, guys. The key to all this, boys, is you want to look like you've got no makeup on. You want your skin to look like skin. You want it to be flawless, imperfection, and maybe a bit radiant, maybe a bit of a glow. Look at the difference. Can you see? It's subtle, but it's got a warmth to this hand. Really, really lovely. Check that out. It says Tinted Moisturiser, 8-hour hydration, light coverage. Can you show the bottle? This is the one, guys. This one. So it's a blue bottle. You'll find it on the No7 counter where they sell all the makeup and the skincare. It's not sort of in an aisle, so you need to go to the makeup section of a slightly larger Boots, or you can get it online. Hydra Luminous No7 Aqua Release Skin Perfector. This one, same brand, is the Dark Circle Concealer. We're getting onto under eyes. Guys, this is brilliant. Number 7, Hydra Luminous. So the same name, Dark Circle Concealer, number 7. That's what it looks like. I found this in the same section as this, together. I wonder how you would not get on in your beard or blend it in. Okay, Cliff, so when you're doing it with beards, can I just say I had the best job years and years and years ago. I landed makeup artist for Fashion Week doing the Speedo runway show. Yes, some of you might not know, I worked as a makeup artist for many years and I had to do nothing but men in Speedos all day long. It was phenomenal. It was the best day of my life. I had to be on my knees getting away of stubble rash right in near the budgie smugglers. Oh, I was like, I think you need a bit more concealer. Could you come to me, please? Oh, it was the worst day of my life. So I've worked with guys with beard, guys with stubble. So what you need to do is focus on this area of your face. So boys, when you're putting on a tinted moisturiser, you would put a primer, your moisturiser on. Maybe you want to start with a little bit of your Trini Miracle Blur to smooth out. That's your prepped, okay? Then what you need to do is you need to take your tinted moisturiser. How do you know what colour you are? At the minute, it's really hard because you're not allowed to use testers. But there is staff around that will have testers that can help you. So boys, don't be shy. These staff are absolutely bored out of their minds at the minute in the stores. Say to them, can anyone help me with a colour match on this? They've got to. They can't sell you something with no refund that you can't return if it's the wrong colour without helping you. Boys, if there is a tester, if there is one open, don't open one. I didn't say that. Then you don't want to test it on your face if there's no mirror around, is to test it on your chest, not your neck. Your neck, boys and girls, will always be lighter than your face because it doesn't get the sun. Okay? So on your chest here, you're right on here, if you test it there, if you match there, when you put that on your face might be a little bit paler than that because you might wear an SPF in your moisturiser. You might not get the sun as much, but your chest will match your face. And then all you need to do is just blend it down your neck a little bit. You might have a beard. You might be able to use a little bit of bronzer. And straight away, your face matches your body. So in the summer, if you're wearing an open neck shirt, a V-neck t-shirt, you haven't got tanned face, light neck, and then pale chest, okay? Or tanned chest, pale neck, tanned face. So if you match your chest is the best way. Don't do it on the back of your hand, guys, because it really isn't the same colour as your face. If you really don't want to put it on your face in the shop, try it on your hand, go near a mirror and just do that and you'll see. But basically, the way it tends to go is your fair, lighter showing colours that are called ivory, porcelain, the more you want to call Kidman, that sort of colour tone. When you start to go into your mediums, they're more your sort of average skin tone, your trying to think of male celebrities that aren't super tanned. Your Brad Pitts, your Tom Cruises, your that sort of good middle ground Caucasian skin. When you then start to get a bit tanned into your mediums, your tanned, your bronze, you're going Antonio Banderas, you're going into your Ricky Martins, you're going into that sort of, your Cheryl Coles. And then of course, then you're going into your black skin. But the best way is you've got to try it on your face, boys, and try it on the centre of your cheek or on your forehead and blend it in, you know, until like you would at home. Don't put a tiny dot on and go, that's too dark. Because when you blend something, it might give you a bit of warmth. It might give you a bit of luminosity. The key thing is you don't want to go paler than your face. If you want to go half a shade or a shade warmer, fine. Blend, blend, blend if you're going to do that. But that's absolutely fine because we're talking tinted moisturiser. We're not talking full coverage. So you're not going to get that mask of, oh my God, it's looking orange like an Essex girl. It's not going to do that because it's really, really lightweight. The under eye concealer, this one, it comes with like a spongy top and you twist it up. You can see I've been trying it. And again, it comes out and you just buff that under your eye in this tear trough area here. So when it comes to darkness under the eyes, depends how dark you are. If you just want to brighten and lighten it a little bit, a concealer straight away will work. You might need to correct before you put that on. And I'm going to get into that when we move on to concealer. Very, very quickly, yes, I have sensitive skin. Can I put anything on your skin? For skin? Yes, I have sensitive skin. Can you put anything on your skin? Okay. What I would say is if you've got sensitive skin and skin problems, you're going to want to be a little bit more careful with what you're trying and not pick up any cheap stuff that's not hypoallergenic tested, that hasn't got the money behind it to invest in good research. Okay, so you're going to want to maybe try the number 7s compared to the max factors in your boot zones. You might want to try lab series for men for skincare rather than something cheaper. And the more you'll spend, the more money you're paying for the research and the hypoallergenic stuff that you've got. So just bear that in mind. If you've got sensitive skin, I really wouldn't want to try and throw anything on your face. And if you put anything on and it starts to burn, tingle, itch, take it off. Take it off. Don't waste and think, oh, maybe it'll calm down. Take it off. Your skin doesn't like it. Take it off. Take it off. But when you're blending with a beard, blend through here and on the nose and on the forehead and do all of that. And when you get into the beard, you need to rub and get that in to the skin. Not rub it on the beard, but you need to rub to make sure you get it past that immediate beard line, just to blend that in. Otherwise, when it dries, you might get a line. So just blend that in. And then again, you can always comb any product off your beard with a beard tamer. Other products you can get that are like a mascara, where you can slightly colour the top edges of your beard to give it a sharper line. So that's the best way. What's good for sweaty guys? Night with me. That's good for sweaty guys. No, Mark Fenton, you need to prime the skin. So when you're sweating, if you're getting hot, primer will stop your skin soaking, your makeup soaking in and also sweating off. Okay, so that gives you a breathable barrier between your skin. So the Trini one is great. Laura Mercier do a great primer. Smashbox, other brands do a great primer. Basically something to go on. If you're in doubt, just make sure you moisturise your skin with an oil-free moisturiser. So you're not putting too much oil, so that when you're sweating, it's not, getting too intense on your face. Anything oil-free, I'd say, would be good for anyone that gets hot and sweaty, so your skin can breathe a little bit through. But we're going to touch on to that. Do you know what's great for sweaty guys? Sounds grim. Dr. Feelgood by Benefit. Comes in a tin. It looks like boot polish. Dr. Feelgood. It's a balm. It comes in a sponge. And you press that on your face. It's similar to the Trini Miracle Blur, but it's mattifying, has no colour, and it's going to give you matte, shine-free skin. Comes in a silver tin with a label on the top that's a bit funky. It's not going to look like makeup. In the toilet, you can run that through your T-zone. It's going to mat you down. You're going to feel moisturised. It's really great for the skin. It's got loads of vitamins in, and it's brilliant. If you don't want to go down this makeup route, boys, but you're a bit shiny and you want to just look a bit smoother, Dr. Feelgood from Benefit. Bit pricey, £22. You can get it in Boots. Brilliant. It'll last you a lifetime. Looks like boot polish. No one will know you're wearing makeup. No one will look like you're applying makeup. You can even open it and put it on with your fingers like that when you're on the tube, when you're on the train, and it'll just look like Vaseline. Don't put it on your lips. That'd be a bit minging. Pleasure, Mark. So, higher end. This is beautiful. We're going into Charlotte Tilbury world. This, I think it's the only brand I know, it's quite new, Charlotte Tilbury, that's brought out a specific... Where's the mirror? Where's my mirror trick? Unisex Healthy Glow. That's what this is called. All year hydration. Summer. Trying to read it in the mirror. Like I'm doing homeschooling. Spell it if you can't. Spell it out. Spell it out. All year hydrating summer tint moisturiser. Boys, this is lovely. It's really not cheap. So if you want, but I cannot tell you, £35. If you go online at Charlotte Tilbury, at the minute, sign up to a mailing list, there's 10% off. So that's a little trick for you. This is brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I wore this when I was in Rome with Tan Lux face drops. I'll tell you about these in a second. And everyone kept saying to me, oh my God, you look so radiant. Oh my God, you look so fresh. Oh my God, your skin looks beautiful. It was this and those. It's gold standard, the best, will not look like you're wearing makeup. If you can splash out to this, you will not regret it. This has lasted me, I think, I'm going to say 8-9 months, and it still loads in. So, it doesn't have a colour to it like makeup. So it looks like this. See how it looks like white? This adapts to any skin tone. I haven't tried it on black skin, so be careful, it might go ashy because it's got a bit of a radiance to it. So if you're olive skin to black skin, check it in store before you buy it. Don't buy it online without checking. Watch this when I rub this in. Turns to a skin colour. See how that's turned? Now look how warm that's made that half of the skin. I'm going to blend that in. Does not look like makeup because that's adapted to my skin. Can you see the bluey veins there? And look at the radiant, the luminosity. That, the difference is, you can see how just a little bit transparent my hand skin is there. The most beautiful product. It's unisex. Charlotte is designed to work with men on this. What time is it? I have no idea what time this is. It's brilliant. It's absolutely incredible. Unisex, healthy glow, Charlotte Tilbury. Trini Suzanne also does a de-stress tinted moisturiser. Guys, you like this. Again, I'm looking for male packaging that doesn't look, it's a bit like a tan without the tanning. Perfect, yes, Stuart. Doesn't have any self-tan profits, but it gives you that glow. This, I'm looking for male packaging. Trini London, it's a tube, it has a pump on it. Tinted moisturiser, it's called her de-stress serum. It's a really good tinted moisturiser, giving you cover. And I just think that's a great tube for guys to have in their bag. Okay? Moving on, under eye concealers. So we touched on the Altr one, the half and half in the tin, which was great. And this is great. I found this eye cream in a concealer, which I really liked, by L'Oréal. True Match, it's called. L'Oréal eye cream in a concealer. And it's got 0.5% pure hyaluronic acid in it. You know I love hyaluronic acid. What does that mean? Hydration, hydration, hydration. So this is going to help with fine lines, puffiness, anti-aging under the skin whilst you're wearing your concealer. So if you're not an eye cream sort of guy, but you want to get a bit of both, this is a hydrating under eye concealer. It's really light. There's not much light in the sense of the weight. It's got great coverage to this. I wore this on Sunday when I did my radio show, and it lasted. I didn't really feel like I needed to touch up when I got back, and that was about 4 or 5 hours. So this, guys, is light, very, very light, light in weight, good in pigment, under eye concealer. It's literally called eye cream in a concealer, L'Oréal Paris True Match. The colour I bought for my skin tone was Ivory Beige, and this has 10 shades. 10 shades, $9.99, and SPF 20. So you got your sun protection in there. So important to have that SPF in there. You know that more and more when you get old. I didn't really touch on this. City Lights Tinted Moisturiser, Boots number 7, SPF 15. So if you're not wearing an SPF and it's spring and it's summer, this is great. So if you're on holiday and you're sunbathing and you want to have a lighter SPF on your face, but still look good, you can put this on while you're sunbathing. SPF 15. City Lights is designed for de-stressing UV rays. It's wonderful. And it is £10.40, was £13 in Boots. Guys, again, great, really lovely packaging. My favourite concealer ever for guys that have got that little bit more darkness under the skin is this. You can get this online on Amazon, I checked. Makeup Forever. Makeup Forever. I love my little mirror trick. Well, it works if I can work it out. Never going to be an influencer, am I? Do you know what I mean? I'd be like, oh, look at her channel, that mirror. I'd be like that. I'd be like, what's she doing? Let me just have some vodka. Let's have a break. Breathe. Makeup Forever. This is called Lift Concealer. Because again, it's got anti-aging properties in it. But the pigment level in this, guys, is really lovely. This has lasted me years, and I mean years. I don't wear it daily, but if I'm going out and I want to. This is number 3. There's loads of shades in this, and can you see? You can see that pigment level there. That's going to brighten. Now, guys, you want your under eye concealer to be brightening. You don't want it to be the same as your face and be a bit dark and dull. So if you start putting it on, you go, oh my God, that's really light. Just keep patting and blending. Not too much that you're taking it off, but just blend the edges and blend the edges. And you might find and go right up into the nose and in this corner. Don't go like this all the way under, because you're going to make this area brighter. And we all get puffiness here, and you're going to make that come forward. Anything painted white comes forward. Anything painted black goes back. Imagine you're painting a wall. What does a wall do in a house? You paint it black, makes the room smaller. Paint it white, makes the room bigger. So if you put white underneath your eyes, it's going to make any bags look bigger. Anything darker, sends it back. So you want to put your brightener just on the dark bits. Again, okay, to lighten and to brighten and to make that area brighter. Not on here, because if it's puffy, you're going to bring it forward. Okay, but this area, you want to bring it forward. You want to make it look how youthful I am and bright and sparkly and woo, all in there. Into the corner of the nose. Go on to the bridge bit if you want to blend it. But make sure it's brightening and it's not the same as your skin colour. Then you can correct that with bronzers and blend it. Take your concealer down here if you want to. You don't want to look like you're skiing with goggles on, but blend it out rather than not put enough on. I think that's the key thing. Makeup Forever Lift Concealer. Can't recommend it enough. Right, let's move on. So we've talked about minimising pore products. Dr. Feelgood from Benefit, Trini London Miracle Blur. You've got your tinted moisturiser on, whether that's your Charlotte Tilbury Healthy Glow, your City Lights, or your Hydra Luminous. You've matched your colour, you're nice and even, and you're just looking a bit fresher, boys. Be ready for the dance floor. And then you're going to put your under eye concealer on. You can put your under concealer on first, then your tinted moisturiser all the way around. It's perfectly up to you. I like to do my tinted moisturiser all over and take that up to near my under eyes, then put my concealer on, because then you're layering coverage and you're layering products, and you might find you don't need as much concealer because you've got your tinted moisturiser near the eyes already. See? So you're just adding coverage. Then you've got your tinted moisturiser on, be that the dark circle concealer, maybe the lift concealer from Makeup Forever, or maybe you've got another one you like. That goes on under here, nice and bright. So now you're even, your pores are minimised, and you're looking flawless. Let's give a bit of colour to the face now. Don't be scared of bronzers, boys. Bronzers are your way forward. Even if you cut every other step, a whisk of bronzer, it'll perk you up. Perk you up, make you look good. We all know we look better with a tan. We don't want to go on sunbeds. We haven't got the time to be travelling away. We're in an international pandemic. We're not allowed. What am I talking about? I'm going to keep this really short because I've got one product. I've tried every bronzer in my life, and I have been orange as Rylan, and I've got it so wrong you would not believe, and I've whittled it down to this. Hula by Benefit. Hula as in hula hoop. There we go. I worked that one out. Hula by Benefit. Comes in a cardboard box like this, boys. It has a little brush inside it when you get it. Bin that brush. You don't want to use that brush. It's like a little kabuki brush. It's stripy, horrific. Bin it. Give it to a niece or a nephew or someone that likes painting kabuki makeup. I don't know. Get rid of the brush. And it is a flat brown. No shimmer. No glitter. No orange. Brown as can be. You can see on my skin that's going to give me colour. You don't want to be getting Guerlain's terracotta or something with a shimmer in or a glitter in. Or if it looks orange in the compact, surprise, you're going to look orange. Okay, you're going to look like Oompa Loompa, Ryland X Factor 2002. Not a good look. David Dickinson, real deal, out the door. Thank you very much. If you're single, it's because you're orange. Harsh. Might be an Oompa Loompa watching. Oompa Loompas are orange. They can be quite happy orange. Shouldn't be skin phobic. People are saying Hula's brilliant. So get yourself a big brush like this. I bought this in Boots, boys. Just that's about the size. Just have to be this one. Just make sure it's not super cheap, because it won't do the job. If you look at your brush and it is like plastic, synthetic, and it's shiny like plastic, it's not good. It's the most synthetic, cheap brush. You don't want bristles with loads of shine on. The shinier the bristles, the more plasticky, the more synthetic they are, they're not going to blend on the skin. It's basically shredded plastic, and it's just going to not look good. So just, if it feels soft and it's not shiny, you're on to a winner. I don't care if you're getting this from Tesco's. I don't care if you're getting this from Chanel. Okay, however you want to go. But this was some Boots. It's a beautiful brush. I love it. I can't tell you, but that's what it looks like. I saw them the other day when I went. Go to the brush aisle. They come in different colours. It comes in a blue, a green, or whatever. Grab one. Thank you, Lorna. This lasts forever. And do you know what you can do, boys? When you go to Benefit, you can buy this in Boots. They sell that at Benefit if you've got a bigger Boots. They also sell it on the shelves. Or you can get it from big department stores. And of course, you can get it online. At the minute, they do a box where you get a big Hula and a mini Hula in one for the same price as a full Hula. It was a deal. I hope this is still on. So get both. Why not? This can go in your bag or your gym bag or your overnight bag. And that one stays at home. Perfect. You've got two. You take your brush, boys. You've got your base on. You take your brush and you whisk it round your box. Girls, you can take your brush and whisk it around your box as well. Whatever takes your fancy. And then, you literally, boys, you want to imagine you're doing a number 3. So on the forehead, on the cheek, not underneath, we're not contouring. Forehead, on the cheek, on the jawline. Okay, where the sun would catch, okay? A nice big sweeping motions. Go across the forehead so you don't get 2 circles. Number 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Then down the centre of the face. So it's going to give you where the sun has touched naturally. 1, 2, 3. Don't be just going left to right all over because it'll make your face look flat. The reason why I'm saying, boys, you want to go on your cheeks is because you want to look like you've caught the sun, you've been out working, you know, you're a lumberjack, you've been chopping down trees, you're a butch builder, you're like, oh God, honey, I've been out, I don't know why I'm talking like Texas, I've been out all day in the fields, I'm so hungry, where's my dinner? And you want her to go, look at you, sexy cowboy, here's your spaghetti bolognese. And, you know, so 1970 Bernard Manning, so offensive. You know, or you might go home to your boyfriend, boys, and be like, hey, you know, you might be like an absolute, you know, power bottom. And you're like, hey, I just got back. And the other one's like, oh my God, he's so butch. He's so butch. You're so butch. You're so butch, you're bonza. Right? So, losing the plot. The reason why you want to go on your cheeks is for that. You want to imagine, where does the sun catch? When you sunburn, where does it get? Your nose, here, your forehead, maybe on your chin. So you want to make it look like you've tanned there. Obviously, you don't want to make it look like you sunburn. So that's why you want to go on the cheek. Girls, in a beauty sense, we want more chiseled cheekbones. We want like sucked in cheeks, like, I'm so innocent. I couldn't hurt a fly. So you want to go under. Boys, if you want more cheekbones, oh, my landline's ringing. Let me just hang up. Go away. It's still ringing on the little system over there. You want to give yourself stronger cheekbones, boys. Then, of course, you go underneath. Slightly underneath your jawline like that. That is perfectly the way forward. The Hoola Bronzer, cannot recommend it enough. This is stunning. But if you want to spend £64, feel free. I did one day. Tom Ford. It's beautiful packaging. It's weighty, it's gold, it's got a little clicky lid. Half a bronzing cream, half a highlighter. This isn't a highlighter like a powder, it's a cream. So you rub that on. So where can I put this? So if I like pat this on my cheek here, even with powder on, and blend in, gives me that glow. I mean, God, girls, can we have a word about this? Isn't this stunning? So, boys, this might not be something you want, boys, at all. You might think this is far too girly, but I just have to do the face because this is so fabulous. Do the cheek, do the face. She's so two-faced. So it gives you that sort of dewiness. But do you know what this is great for, boys? Do you know what this is amazing for? If you're a boy who goes to the gym, if you've got, you know, been working out and you're a bit ripped, then if you pop a little bit on like the top of your pecs, so if I like was showing you my top of my boob, if you were put like a bit on the top of your pecs when you're going out and maybe you're topless, maybe doing something like that, it's going to make the light make your chest look bigger, okay, on here. Or if you make your collarbone stand out on your collarbone. So if you're like sunbathing ever and you just want that, just look, it makes you look like you're just really on the shoulder. You can use this. If you're the sort of person that wants to do selfies and all that in the mirror and you've got a muscular body, or you want your bone structure to stand out, or you want it better, this is phenomenal. And the bronzing gel, the cream, it's a cream again, for on the face is brilliant. It's £64. It's Tom Ford. It's called Shade and Illuminate. This is intensity 1, so just go darker. But it's beautiful. I mean, look. Doesn't look like I'm wearing makeup. Just looks like she's so youthful. I mean, I wonder if Lavoie's like 22. Like, she must be like absolutely 20. Like, I mean, you probably thought that anyway, didn't you? Before I put the highlighter on, you probably all thought, oh, Lavoie's only 22. She doesn't drink. She's doing dry January, which again means no water. So let's carry on. Cocktail hour, giraffe on a glass. What more do you need? Happy life. I've got a feeling it's after. It's nearly 8 o'clock. Is it nearly 8 o'clock? Can someone tell me the time, please? I want to touch on brows. Let's talk about brows. So boys, if you've got, you don't want to go down the waxing route, the threading route, then there is ways you can shape your brows. Claudie, you got it in one. Without having to have that done. However, boys, before we go on to cosmetic things, have you ever considered having a lash tint? Having your brows waxed or your brows tinted? If you've got grey hairs through them, or if they're a different colour really, or you want more definition, just having a brow tint will not make you look like Joan Crawford, not make you look horrific. Try it. Go to someone reputable when we can. Have it done. Hey, we're in lockdown. Buy one online and try it at home. What's the worst that can happen? Same with with lashes, it's really hard to do it yourself. If you've done it, some people can, but go somewhere and have it done. And there's a thing called a lash balm, which is like a perm for your eyelashes. And if you say, I'm a guy, I don't want it to look like ridiculous, like Bambi, you can have them lifted. So you just make your eyes look really pretty. You're not wearing any mascara. You're not wearing anything. People are just saying, oh my God, he's got beautiful eyes. Because you've slightly permed your eyelashes. So boys, it's the best. It's called Lash Balm. It's a brand. But you can go to a beautician. It's really not expensive. If you find one out of, if you live out of London, I think you probably spend about 30 quid. If you're in London, you might spend more. Lash Balm, check it out. And just say you want a really natural lift. Perm your eyelashes. It'd be like an eye lift. If your eye shape goes down, boys, it will just lift the end. You won't look like a drag queen. You won't look like Bambi. It will look really natural, and I cannot recommend it enough. Brows. Waxing, threading, if you go that even on your beard, ow, you can do it. Love it. Girls, if you do it on your beard, well done. No one needs a beard. But brows, I was in Superdrug and I picked up all of these. Look how fabulous these are. Again, I tried to find good masculine packaging for boys. These are by NYX. They're like a really sharp pencil, and it's a brush in one end. Love a double ender. Love a double ender because it saves you having to buy the brush as well. They come in so many colours and they're for your brows and they are really soft. So what you want to do, darlings, with this is, you see how it's like, where's the camera? See how it's like tapered like that? And you just wind it up and you wind it back down. You literally go into the gaps and draw little hairs, little flicky motions like this. So if you've got a gappy bit at the end, you might just flick down, and then you might want to go in near the beginning and add little hairs. Obviously not like that, because that would be horrific. But that's how you do it. Imagine you're drawing in the hairs. Don't start at the beginning and go at the end, because it will not look natural. But these are really, really lovely. They're precision brow, and they're super cheap. They're like 9 quid. So, and they're going to last you forever. And they come in 7 different shades. So just look at what you would describe your hair colour as. Brown, brunette, blonde. Blonde, you're going to be looking at taupe and shade that are called that. And if you're ginger, you can get more of the warm brunettes, colours like that. And boys, use these. These are genius for defining your beard. So use this, obviously I don't have that, for going along the top. And again, just draw in extra hairs. Don't draw a line. You can draw a line and then blend it down, but you don't want to do that. Draw in little hairs around the moustache, round the bottom, and use this to define your beards. Amazing, amazing. And it's waxy. It's not going to rub off. And do you know what? You can also use brown eyeshadows. Really dark chocolate brown eyeshadows will colour the hair as well as the beard. So you could use this to add in the bald gaps. Get yourself a little brown, cheap as chips. Get like a Max Factor matte, not shimmer, chocolate coffee coloured eyeshadow, and use a cotton bud and just use that on your beard, and it will colour the hairs as well. So if you want that beautiful immaculate skin here and then a chiseled jawline, colour it in, create that. You don't have to colour your whole beard in, but just define that through. Stunning to do. I've done that on male models on many a shoot, and they go, oh my God, my beard's never looked so sharp. And it's just an eyeshadow. It's just an eyeshadow. It's just an eyebrow pencil. Anything brown, sharp, even with a pencil, a brown pencil, not too soft, you know, to smudge off. Sharpen it to a point and just flick hairs in. I think like a good flick on a morning. Right. Then I managed to open it. Who was watching last week? This is great, guys. This is great. This is great for beards. It's meant to be for your brows. Look at the tiny, ridiculous brush on that. It's so diddy. But this is Plump and Set Brow Artist by L'Oreal. Trying to find a price for you. Got so many things written down here, that's ridiculous. $7.99. $7.99, Boots and Superdrug, L'Oreal Plump and Set. Looks like this. I don't think that sellotape was the packaging. I reckon Brenda in Boots, or oh, someone's opened this, I'll put some sellotape on it. I could not open that for about 3 days. But again, this for your beard. It has colour in it. It's a gel. You could comb that onto your beard. And do you know what's good about this? On your brows as well. It gives you colour. It gives you colour as well as holding, okay? You can comb this up. So if you've got unruly brows or gaps, comb it into your brows. It'll hold the hair in place, give you some colour. And then also on your beard, it's going to hold the hair in place and give you some colour. This is great. If you don't want to do pencils, but you just got a few gaps, I've done this where I've got gaps and it works. Really, really quick. Oh, right, be careful with this, but I half loved it, was half scared. Clinique for Men Face Bronzer. Okay, this is super duper. Sorry, Stuart. This is called, this is Genius for beards. It's a little bit, it's Genius. A little bit little. Should I do the mirror trick? Oh my God, I better won't be able to do it. Why have I decided to do it the other way around? There you go. Plump and Set Brow Artist by L'Oreal. I picked this up in Boots and Superdrug. You know, in the little poppy out things where all the lipsticks and the mascaras are. It's in there. So go to the L'Oreal section. You know, if you're straight, say you're shopping for your girlfriend. Don't be ashamed of it. And you'll see the end popping out like that. They look like that. And it's Brow Artist Plump and Set. And it should be, what did I say? $7.99. So not that cheap. But honestly, guys, brilliant. This is scary, but brilliant. If you want bronzed in a gel form and not powder, and that's all you want to wear, this gives you super duper tan. Boys, it's ridiculous. Use a little bit and blend it in well. Can I show you? I put this on my face again on Sunday when I did my radio show, and I looked a little bit like I just come back from Barbados. Right, I'm going to show you. That is, look at the colour of it, right? And that, now can you see how that went round my face, right? Now, edging on orange, I feel. However, when it dried, it looked better than it did. Terrible example, you can't really see that tan. But if you just want something that is really easy in a gel and you want to use it maybe on your arms or your legs or your body, this for a level of colour I've never seen in the bronzing gel, this will last you a lifetime. So if you're on holiday and everyone else is really tanned and you're like, oh God, or you've got an unpatchy sunburn, you know, you've got a missing bit or whatever, or you want no on your face, grab yourself some of this Clinique for Men bronzer. It is ridiculously £21. I got it on ASOS. I got that from ASOS. So you can shove that in your ASOS basket. Really, really, really dark colour. Guys, I've come to the end. I did find, really, really quickly, I did find some brown to black mascaras. If you guys want to wear them, these are the most masculine packaging I could find. The others are all pink and gold and green and woo! Black. So if you want some that looks a little bit masculine, number 7. Don't drop it. Number 7, the full... Let me do my mirror trick. I like doing my mirror trick now. I keep saying I work it out, but I still haven't got a clue. Hold the mirror, bend the product. The full Ultra 360. No, the full 360 Ultra. Get it right, Lavoie. Number 7, brown black. Brown black. And Max Factor High Volume and Definition Mascara. Right. Masterpiece Max. They're in black tubes and they're brown black. Right, boys, mascara. Don't get yourself a black one. It might look too severe. Don't get... you can just get a brown one. This is a bigger one, but I found this gave me better separation. Brush it on. Get a tissue and pull your lashes through and take it off. And it'll tint your lashes and give you a little bit of a lift without looking like you're wearing mascara. You will not look like you're wearing mascara. But if you want to make your lashes look longer, brush a little bit on, tissue it off. I've done it for years. Works perfectly. This one That was the number 7 brush. I think this is a better brush. And number 7, I'm living for number 7 at the minute. I think they're really, really turning the tide on High Street Beauty. Max Factor Masterpiece, more of a smaller comb. So if you've got shorter lashes and you want a bit more control, boys, perfect. A comb brush separates and puts less on than a big bulky brush. Put it on, tissue it off. I'm going to mention this, my By Terry Hyaluronic Acid Powder. It's £36, but my God, boys, it's beautiful. If you're shiny and you want a powder that's not going to look like you're wearing a powder, this is stunning. It's got no colour to it. It's completely see-through. It looks white. It's got no colour to it. Has hyaluronic acid on it, so it's going to hydrate the skin, so it's never going to look cakey, you're never going to look powdered. So if you want to throw that in your pocket, when you're in the toilets, go mat yourself down. You will know it's not going to give you any colour, you're not going to look chalky, you don't look like you're wearing powder, and it's going to be hydrating your skin, and it's going to look flawless. It's a bit pricey, £64. Last thing, how can boys have... Right, it's blending, So... you need to buy, I'm answering Matthew Bailey's question here about how can boys have subtle eyeliner. Okay, this all launched with, was massively in fashion, of course, in the New Romantics and all that age. And Jean-Paul Gaultier led the way in, I know this very, very well because I was on the launch, 1999. He brought out the Guy Liner. You could buy it. You could buy your Jean-Paul Gaultier concealer, your Guy Liner, and your bottle of Lamal fragrance. Do you remember that smell? A bit like I link that to Jupe. Not that it's a nice aftershave. Don't get me wrong. I don't smell it and go, oh, that's a horrible perfume. But I've just the smells that remind you of a decade, and that for me is in the same line. Lamal, Jean-Paul Gaultier, and Jupe. Guy liner, he's the one that introduced the guy liner phrase. So you need something like that, that's a kohl pencil, that's a soft kohl pencil. I haven't got one here, but Rimmel, good old Rimmel, Rimmel in Boots do a soft kohl, black, brown. You don't really want brown, you want black. If you wear brown and you smudge it, it can make your eyes look sore. So want black, soft kohl by Rimmel, it's lovely, it's a pencil. What you can do is, you need to, if you want to wear it underneath, I love it with guys underneath. You can put it in your waterline here, but you're going to look a bit Johnny Depp, Pirates of the Caribbean. If you want to go with that, that will just go on really, really easy, and it's waxy, it won't come off, it won't be fine, it won't irritate your eyes. Even if you're a contact lens wearer, kohl eye pencils on the waterline are fine. You want to blend it sharpen the pencil, so it's literally a point, and you want to dot it in your lower eye line. So you're almost adding extra hairs in, so you're not drawing a line like a girl would. You're doing a dot. You might need to twist and dot, twist and dot, twist and dot, 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 like this. Then you simply take a clean cotton bud and you go in and you blend that into your hairline. And once it starts to look all right, step away. Because what the cotton bud will do is it'll start to bring it down and make it thicker. And you blend that into your bottom and you'll start to realise you look a little bit vampy and a little bit cool. And do the same on the top. So pull your eyeliner out and get the pencil and dot it in really close to your lash line. Dot, 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 like that. So you're adding extra hairs in. You can do the same thing with a cotton bud and just smudge that in, as opposed to drawing a line. And what you're creating is a fuller lash line. If you want to wear eyeliner and you want to have that look, take it a little bit higher on the skin, take a cotton bud and blend that out and smudge it. Cotton buds and a soft kohl eye pencil are the way forward. There is, guys, if you can stand it, a way where you can push your lashes, so your lashes flick up and you can go from underneath right into the roots from underneath. Scribble, 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 scribble. That will, if you've got hooded eyes, boys, or any droop, oh my God, it's going to make your eyes look huge. Tips for grey beards. Depends, Ian. If you don't like it, you can dye it. Of course, there's loads of different brands out there with beard dye. You can buy. When you first do it, you might feel like, oh my God, it's so severe. A bit like when you dye grey hair on your head. It will be very porous hair and it will take the dye massively. But if you want to get rid of it, it's the only way forward, is to dye it. You can't colour it, with products, makeup products. And then you'll get used to it and you will get used to it. But if you like it, embrace it. If you want to make if you've got a salt and pepper, you might want to use it with a very, very light grey kohl. You can buy eyeliners in all sorts of colours. Buy a really dark, smoky grey eyeliner pencil and add definition that way and smudge it again in. You might not want to do the full line in case it's salt and pepper, or if it is white, you can get white eyeliners. You know, obviously you don't want to look like Santa Claus, but get yourself a grey, soft grey eyeliner. You can find them anywhere. And all these colours, guys, if you're struggling to find colours in beauty stores or chemists, remember, in the theatrical world, they have colour eyeliners in green, turquoise, purple, red, you name it, for special effects. Go to kryolan.co.uk, Kryolan. I haven't got anything with Kryolan written on here. And you can buy eyeliners in every single colour. I'm going to just read that comment in a section, Matthew, that you want. Grey eyeliners, flesh-coloured eyeliners, everything. Kryolan.co.uk. You'll find all sorts of absurd colours. Matthew Bailey, use a beard dye lighter than your natural colour. It gives you tone to your beard. There we go. Matthew's a good friend of mine. You'll recognise him from being one of my Vavavoom boys. Has a beard that's actually bigger than his head at the minute. He's looking like Cousin It. And there's a good tip. So use a beard dye lighter than your natural colour. That is because, of course, imagine if you're old like Matthew, you're trying to cover the greys. So grey is the most porous hair you can find because it's got no pigment in it. So you put it on that, it's going to go, so it'll be darker. So get one lighter. Matthew's giving you this hint, not me, and it won't be so severe. Thank you, darlings. Now I'm going to wrap this up because I'm talking like a bloody hyena and we've gone over the time quite a lot. But I've loved doing the men's one. There will be more men's one. I've got all my products covered there. I was going to talk about these Tan Lux face drops. They are incredible. I love my little trick. Tan Lux of the face. These are available. I haven't written the price down. I think they're about 30 quid. Looks like this. If you're on an aeroplane soon, fingers crossed we are, you'll see these in British Airways and the magazines. Buy them. Boys, just buy them. It says put a few drops in your moisturiser and blend it in. It gives you the most natural tan. It washes off. It's beautiful. It makes it look radiant. It's what I wore on that Rome trip where everyone kept saying your skin looks amazing, your skin looks amazing. You can go up to 5 drops and it makes you a real tan. I use 5 drops, no moisturiser, and I put it on and I think they are phenomenal. They last you a lifetime by Tan Lux. You'll see them on your aeroplanes in your duty free. Excuse me. They do a face one and the body one. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Talk to me, any questions? Lots of good tips, but scared with psoriasis on my face to try things. Stuart, you have every right to do that. However, I would say things such as like a bronzing powder in certain areas would work. But of course, if you're very, very dry skin, you might want to go for something that's just around the perimeter of the face. So when it's want to warm up the edging of the face. Your eyebrow definition you can work on, maybe looking to the mascara and tissuing it off. Under eye concealer, you might be fine with. Go for super hydration. And with psoriasis, what you want to do is not rub across because you're going to go underneath the little platelets of dry skin. You want to press. So you're going on, and then stop. The little bit and less, the better. Of course, if it's irritating, stop. Lavoie, have you tried microdermabrasion? Yes, I have. Love it. Exfoliating is really, really great. And guys, this is a great time to try skincare that you've never tried before. You're not going out anywhere, so it really doesn't work. Or it's too strong and you get a bit red or irritated. You've got time to stop and get that down. Glycolic acid peels, retinol. You know, retinol, you can build up a 4-week period and have the most amazing skin. Retinol increases your cell turnover, so you can almost make your skin look younger. We'll talk about that in skincare, but it's a great thing to try. Tips for male performers on using makeup on stage. Do you go natural or more orange for the stage act? Don't go more orange, but go warmer in a pinkier tone because the lights are going to be yellowy. So they're going to make you look, if you go orange, you're still going to look orange. If you go pinky, you need to add more colour in your face. Not orange, pinkier or more tanned is the only way forward. If you're Caucasian skin, Kryolan's 5W paint stick is designed to counteract with the lights. Anything more pink, it'll make the yellow of the lights will make you look natural. Okay, I go super bright with my blusher. everything is stronger on stage because it knocks everything back by about 10%. Same as a flash. If you're going somewhere there's lots of pictures, a wedding, put more on. Thank you, Keely, darling. Do you need sponges or brushes for applying products or using fingers? Fingers is fine, guys. Fingers is fine. If you want to invest in a beauty blender like this, a sponge that you dampen to blend in, this will be really good, Stuart, for psoriasis, actually, for really evening out the product. You dampen these, they swell up. They're a really soft latex, and you pat the product through. If you want even more natural skin application, can't go wrong with these. Fingers is fine. You don't need brushes. I've never used brushes for my foundation application or tinted moisturiser, even when I was working with Pamela Anderson. And I love her. She used to wear quite thick base because I was doing her makeup, so I can't blame her. Never used brushes. I think brushes give you brush lines, and then all you do is spend half the time blending the brush lines out. Beauty blenders, cannot recommend them enough. They give you a flawless finish. Again, they're pricey. They're about 15 quid. You want to make sure it's a genuine beauty blender. Go to therealbeautyblender.com or something. Don't be getting them off Amazon. If they're 4 or 5 quid and they're cheap, they're not a beauty blender. They're latex. And you'll wet them and it'll just take your makeup off. You need porous. They're just patented and they're beautiful. This is what the brand looks like, guys. That's the font you're looking for. That. Beauty blender. They don't just come in, they come in black, they come in white. So if you want to get yourself a black beauty blender, really masculine, in your wash bag, just wash them with hot water, put your thing on, it's great. But I just missed the counter. I've always used fingers. And Matthew, I think you prefer fingers. You are so knowledgeable. Well, darling, I've been doing this for years and it's genuinely a passion. And I'm just glad to be able to spend lockdown boring you all with my knowledge. What's the best time to take makeup off? Oh, every third Wednesday. Okay, you need to get yourself, I'm going to talk about skincare another day because we are running a bit late. Hot cloth cleanser from Boots or Superdrug. They do a vitamin E. Superdrug do a vitamin E hot cloth cleanser. It's about 3 quid. Boots do one called Feel Good. Hot cloth cleanser, again, a couple of quid. Comes with the cloth. You put it down, wet your hands, put it on, massage all into your face, into your eyelashes, the lot. Comes with a little cloth. I buy extra ones on Amazon. I buy nice muslin cloths, not muslin cloths, microfiber cloths. Massage it on, take it off. You need a cloth if you're wearing makeup because you need a bit more of a cleanse. And then I just use a gel cleanser on my face on a morning. Don't spend money on your cleansers. It's pointless. It's just going down the sink. The amount of time it's on your face is seconds. So all these things that say, oh, it does this, it does that, it can't. It's not on your face for long enough. So I cannot recommend a hot cloth cleanser from Superdrug. Really, really good. Massage your skin off, feel lovely. Towel it off. Put your moisturiser on. We'll touch on skincare. Sue, do you want to do skincare? Are you excited to do skincare? Or are you a bit like, nah? I can make skincare interesting. I can tell you a good AM and PM routine. I can spill all the myths about what you need to buy for skincare. You don't need to be spending money on it. Do you need an eye cream? Do you not need an eye cream? What to look for? The ingredients you need to look for on your skincare is so simple, and it will just demystify all those brands. And then you'll work out, oh, actually, I want to buy that. No, I don't need to buy that. Is that interesting? I'll go morning cleanse to morning moisturise, to evening cleanse to morning moisturise, to face packs, to glycolic peels, to specialist spa treatments, what to look out for, when to do it, when not to do it. I can do that. I don't know what the answer is if you don't want to do it. Good. There's a love hearts coming up then. Should you be putting stuff on your lip? Yes, we should, Cliff. I haven't got time to look at that now, but we should. And I'm going to do some research on lips because some lip stuff doesn't work and some stuff does. So I'm going to look at that. I have a Vaseline tin. I put Vaseline on my lips and I also put Vaseline on my brow hairs to condition them on a night, to soften them because I have quite coarse hair. So if you find you have coarse hair, the oils in Vaseline really soften your brow hairs. But yes, you should be putting some on your lips. Just put it by your bedside drawer. On your bedside table, that's what I do. Put Vaseline by your bedside, Cliff. Don't get the wrong idea. Any tips for masculine eyebrows? Yeah, so basically, guys, your eyebrows should start in line with your nose. If you put some, you see mine do there, luckily. There, that's where they should start. And your nose to the line of the end of your eye is where it should end. There. That should be a line. Nose to end of eye, that's where it should end. So if it stops up here, you need to add a bit in. If you do that, and your brow naturally is here, you need to add a few bits in. And the arch, if you look where the end of your iris is, the arch, the highest bit should be there, in line with your iris. So that's your bit. Nose, iris, the highest point, and there. That's what you need to do to make it look natural, masculine brows. Don't be adding a line underneath and a line at the top. It's going to feminize the brow. Add in extra hairs and blend them in. So these are great because they have that spoolie brush on the end. So you would literally draw some bits in and then soften it through. So for masculine brows, not too defined, especially along underneath, because that's where girls would have them waxed. Why can't I put this back on? Keep the bottom unruly. Have an unruly bottom, Mark. Oh, I'm glad I'm not boring you. Yes, I love skincare. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Love, I still use Anne French. Does she know you're using her? Maybe she's in a therapist. Stop using the poor woman. Love skincare. Personally use Nivea. Absolutely love it. Okay, great. Body Shop Caramel Cleansing Butter is great to take up makeup. Great, Lorraine. Thank you for sharing that. I love we've got a little community going on here. This is great. Vitamins advice as well. It says vitamin S, but I guess you mean vitamins. I don't think there is a vitamin S, is there? Okay, I'm scrolling through. I'm going to go to the bottom. Any last questions? Are you all right? How are people doing? Welcome to Mondays. It's not like I'm starting again. Did you like my backdrop? Did you believe I was in New York? You didn't, did you? Don't forget, Tuesdays and Thursdays, you can catch me on Instagram with Laura Hamilton. I'm going to really quickly now jump onto Instagram and do a little summary of what we've done tonight, because you've all been divine. I'm going to love you all and leave you. Thank you, Lee. And thank you all you people for watching me. Go and have an evening. Go and watch your telly. Go and watch Netflix. Go and watch that fabulous thing on Channel 4. The It's a Sin. Wonderful. Except they've used my first name as a gimmick. I'm in that documentary and they don't even know. Thank you, darling. Great evening. Just what I need from my sick bed. Yes, Lorraine. Oh, can we all send love to Lorraine Downing? She had the vaccine and had a blooming, what do you call it? Not asymmetric. Anaphylactic. Very different. She had anaphylactic shock and not very well, bless her. So I'm sending you lots and lots of love, darling Lorraine. Thank you, darling. What are you drinking? I'm drinking Absolute Vodka and Fever Tree Aromatic Tonic Water. It is the best. Tomorrow on my Laura Hamilton show on Instagram at 8 o'clock, I'm going to be making a Dirty Snowman cocktail. Oh, I'm going to be getting my Dirty Snowman out. My Amazon man inspired me. Oh, I start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. If I lived in New York, I'd only dream of owning an apartment like this. Anyway, lots of love. I'm going to love you and leave you. Bye for now. What brand is a sponge you use to touch up your face? This is Kryolan, the powder puff. It should be white. It's filthy. And the Beauty Blender. Beauty Blender is the sponge name. Remember, I'll post this. You can watch it all back if you've missed anything. Going to try that Fever Tree cucumber. That's good for your diet. Absolute vodka. No calories. Stuart, you've been really, really interactive tonight. You deserve a pat on the back. Love you all. Share the love. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye, my darling. See you next Monday. We'll do skincare. Mwah.